Therefore, that's why I don't.
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe for protection
It's
or
not for
something.
me, is it?
No, no. I mean, at least for yourself as well,
no, it's not.
because you don't want to scare
No,
them.
no, it's not for me. Really, I'm doing this, am I?
Okay, okay. I see your point. Yeah,
I'm not. Why do you have to pay?
Yeah, I see your point. I see your
Why
point.
do I have to pay for
Yeah.
a cap of so many cap there over this year, right? What for? Whose money is it I'm paying? Me. I'm paying for it. Who's up? Who's it I'm doing it for? Not for me, is it? It's not for me, is it?
Yeah. No, I think going back to the question where, the near-death experience, does it tell you what will happen after the death? Because near-death experience does not mean that I am dead and then I come back to the life.
Let's do this way. The way in my belief, okay, we born, we live, we die, okay? What you do this lifetime is what you're going to in the next few life. So what you do as a person, as an individual in this lifetime, it will happen. The reward or the penalty will come in a few life later. So what you do as a person now, it won't affect you until few life later. When you reincarnate, where you're going up or down.
Okay.
So
Are you saying that in your belief that you will come as a different form once you die and reincarnate form?
Yeah.
Are you saying? So if you say that, where would be the point of justice? Meaning, if someone do bad, he should be punished. If he come in a different form, he actually survived that punishment. Do you see the problem?
Yeah, I can tell you. Okay, right.
Allow me to finish, and then I'll look. I allowed you to speak. Allow me to speak.
I will jump in. If you use, I say, it's what you did in this lifetime. The consequence happen few life later. Okay, but it's what you do. If you're a good person or a bad person this life. Okay, because you tally up, it will come. Whether when your next life, when you in reincarnate, when you in a better or up or down.
Let me understand you a bit better. When you say, do you feel suffering after this world? Will there be a suffering if you do criminal activities in this world?
You only find out when you make it after you die.
So, but how does that work? So, if you say you come as a reincarnate form, meaning something else, you come as a different person, meaning different thing, maybe an animal, maybe a tree, right? I don't want to misunderstand your position, but at the same time, you are saying you could be punished.
Yeah, it's like we got.
So how does that reconcile?
There's 3 levels. Yeah, you got top, life, bottom. Okay, there's 3 levels. Okay.
Okay, what are the 3 levels?
One above, one below, and
okay. What is above?
Above is if you've been good, then you go up there.
Heaven.
Where the heaven don't know. Okay, but I say there's a 3 level. Okay, you got one that's you're living on now. It's like now, like in present time. Okay, and one is there's a now plane above. There's one below. So it depends.
What is the below?
Below, you don't want to go there.
Tell us what is there.
It's called it's like reward and punishment. Okay, so you got now.
So are you saying it's punishment?
You got now is not what you're living now. Okay, is above has to be reward. Below is punishment.
Fine, very good question. So how do you go to the above?
Is what you did in this life or previous life. Is that accumulate.
Okay,
so
fine.
If you do every life, all you do is all you do is bad thing, right? And obviously, you're not going up, you're going down, aren't you?
Okay. Now look. So it's good that you have explained. Now, in order to go to the top place, right? You wanted to go as well, right?
Make no difference to me whether I go up or down.
Now, in order to go there, you must need to do some type of activities in this world, correct? Yeah. What are those?
I will treat other people and in my surroundings how I will actually be treated. So therefore, if I don't like I want a quiet environment. If it's too noisy, then obviously I got a choice. Either I stay there, suffer, or I move. Don't I?
Okay, so basically, are you saying that you have known this information by yourself without telling by someone like a
Well,
prophet or
it-
something. Yes.
Because this is as I say, because I was at the time, I got, let's put this way, I got photographic memory. Okay, I could tell you, but you went up this little high.
Now imagine the things that you are telling me, right? How do you know it's truth? Because it's subjective. You know what is subjective?
Yes, I know, but I
Okay.
experienced.
Okay. No, I'm going to ask you a question. You know the subjective thing, yes?
Yeah.
What is the difference between subjective and objective? Because the whole fundamental principle, I'm going to question your positioning, because I'm now talking about your way of thinking. Because if you say, I know what is right and wrong, and this is how I derive, you do good. No, let me finish. If I do good, I go to this level. If I do bad, I go to this level. Now, my question is, how do you know that what you are saying is truth? Secondly, how do you define what is good and bad? That's two questions for you.
Right.
How do you define what is good and bad?
Good and bad is what's the definition of good and bad?
Yes, that's what I'm.
What's your definition of good and bad?
No. I am
I
not.
know, yeah.
No, because you follow a certain ideology. Look, I'm going to give you one answer, one line answer.
I'm going to give you an answer afterward.
Okay.
What's your definition of good and bad?
Okay. Our definition of good and bad was defined by our lawmaker,
Right.
which is who our lawmaker? Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth,
right.
who knows everything, right? Who knows everything, who hears everything, who is aware of everything, and who is ever living, who is not mortal, who never dies, and he knows what's going on. He knows what we think. He knows what comes out from this world. So our objective morality or good and bad would depend on the creator itself.
Yeah, right. Okay, you're saying now the same thing is that where your Allah or your God or Jesus,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's all difference of that is not defined by you or
No.
me. It's consensus. Okay, this is what it come to agreement long time ago. Yeah. Same thing like if you look at the.
You're not answering my question though.
I'm going
No,
to
you're diverting because you asked me. I straight away answer my question.
I'm going to
Answer your question,
yeah,
please.
It's like each that's your definition. Okay, so my definition is on good and bad. It's okay, right? This is if you're when you're growing up, when you're born, you're nothing. You absolutely your mind is clear. It's clean. It's absolutely clear. Yeah, it's nothing. There's nothing on it. Yeah, then it's what you in your environment when you're growing up, with your parents, your family, your friends, and all the surrounding there, and they each one they say okay, this is what good is. If you do this what defines good as okay, you help you need help or elderly or young whatever that's the general concept of what's good. Okay, so now it's once your can come to your turn. What can you either accept that as good or bad?
No, I don't think you have explained it. My question is, sorry. My question is, how do you know your subjective understanding is correct? Means your source is merely yourself.
Yep.
And your surrounding, the one you trust. Now imagine if you have two person in your surrounding, okay? One person believe in subjective experience, and another one believe in objective experience or objective testimony or objective guidance. Who would you accept? Would you accept someone who's subjective? Because subjective means, I think, if you say, oh, I saw the dream, and in my dream, I fly from UK to USA, right? And you can say, look, this is the reality because I've seen that dream. This is the reality, yeah? Does it mean that this experience actually apply to everyone else? No, it doesn't, right?
It doesn't.
So that's why as a believer, we always challenge those who say this is right and this is wrong without bringing the God into equation. You know why? Because in order to decide what is right and wrong, you must know things. In order to know things, you must exist all the time, or you know the creation of yourself. Otherwise, when you make a bag, when you prepare a bag, you know why you made it. You know the purpose of it. The same way we asked that question, Allah said that did you create yourself or did you create the heavens and the earth? So the Creator posing a question to our mind, you may laugh, my friend, but the truth of the matter is you relying on your subjective experience to decide for your life.
Yep.
And then also, not only that, you are content and you're confident about this shaken belief that you already had
If
without realizing how shaky your belief is.
let's put it this way, who do you trust most, yourself or other people?
No, look, I do not have that subjective look. I do not trust. My trust.
Right.
My
trust.
yeah,
my trust. Right. Okay. It's
Allow me
me.
to finish. Yeah.
My trust is me.
Okay.
Okay. Therefore, regardless whether my family
Mhm.
or friends,
Mhm.
I can ask them for opinion. Whether I take that opinion or not, that's down to me.
Okay.
Individually, end of the day, consequently, I live by my choice
Mhm.
of the action I took.
Yeah.
So therefore, if whether it's good or bad, I'm the one.
No, you can make your decision. This is a freedom of choice, freedom of freedom of life.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I know what that is. I know what that is.
Freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. You can exercise your freedom of choice. It does not have any issue. The issue is, how do I know is correct? Because if you say, based on my subjective opinion, I know is correct, who told you that? Did Creator directly communicated with you,
No.
your maker, own maker?
You make when you're growing up, you learn things, okay? And you decide what's right, what's wrong. What in your own as a person, right?
But that's wrong. That's wrong.
How that's wrong?
That's wrong, because how can you define, how can you laid out a rule? Look,
Whose life is
imagine.
Whose life you living?
No,
I'm living my life.
No, I understand. You maybe live your own life.
Yep.
But I am talking about the principle. I'm not talking about what you can do or not. You have an absolute freedom what you can do or not, right? I'm not asking that. And don't get me wrong. Am I asking, is the methodology that you are following, is it sensible? Is it logical? Is it rational? It is not in any ground, because you are saying, through my subjective experience, I know what is truth. I said, how can I trust you? Then someone else say, his way is completely opposite, and he would say the same thing. My life is the correct, and I believe this is correct based on that's what I believe. Someone else said the same thing. Does it mean that you all three on all four believe the truth?
You each one of us have our own. We plan our own destination, where we want to go. How we live in life. Yeah. So whether whether I end up in this lifetime, okay, I will come. End of the day, whether in like 1 day, 1 year, 10 year, or whatever. Okay. I got to live with the choice I make. Whether I'm a right choice or wrong choice. Wrong choice, I suffer for it. Right choice, so be it.
Look, this is a belief you hold, but this is not something being communicated to you. Look, in Islam, having said that, in Islam, Allah tells us there is a heaven and hellfire, right? There is a punishment for the one who does not listen to God's command and reject the Prophet. Hear me out. And people will be rewarded, those who listen to God's command and obey the prophets and how God legislated the way, and we follow God's command, and we will be successful. Those who follow it, right?
It's same thing as no. Let me finish that.
No, I'll tell you why it's not the same thing. I'll tell you why. Instead of defining what is good and bad, what is moral or immoral, how should I live life? This is not a decision on us ourselves to decide. You can do that, but the consequence is suffering. Allah said it. But I am making clear here that if you follow your own whims and desire, that will lead you to destruction. That's why God sent prophets and messenger. Why? So that human beings know what is the purpose of our life. Because at the moment, we didn't create ourselves. Now we actually defining our own purpose, which is not contradictory. Do you not think? It's clearly a contradictory. Because if I created myself, I would know, okay, let me define my own purpose.
I did not make myself to be here. It's go back to my parents. Yeah. Now it's they the one that created me, but he's like
No.
Let me.
Okay.
Yeah. Without them, I wouldn't be here, would I? Yeah.
So they are median. They didn't created you. They are the way, the process
Yeah,
that
the
you are
process-
here.
Okay. So
Yep.
therefore, now that I'm born and live, where I'm going, I I know where I want to head. Whether I get there or not, and it's up to me to get there.
I see your
If
point.
if I don't get there because of event that
Okay.
prevented me there, then so be it. That's my bad luck. I just live
Okay.
with. I have to live with it.
Important. That's a good thing you mentioned. So you mentioned a very important point that I didn't choose to be here, born here. Exactly, we Muslim believe that God taken our testimony while we are in the soul form, and then we human being decided to come on this earth. Now we have forgotten, of course, we are in the soul form. Now, yes, we come to this world, but that shows that our free will is limited. Meaning, even if I don't wish to, it's already action for us, right? Now, that shows another way that we will be, if someone can create me from nothing, surely once I die, that being the creator who can recreate me again, and so that he can ask me the question of the meaning of our life. What should I have to do?
You can see, you don't know. Well, you might just you see there when you die, you don't know if when you die. Okay, when a person die, you don't know if you haven't been there or I haven't been there or whatever. So it's like there might be there might be a place that human will go to, whether they go to up or down. That's a different plane. Okay, so therefore you're not been there, I haven't been there. So therefore we can't say yes or no.
No, but now this would be, now you came to the main point. Now you realize that the thing that you are telling in the beginning that you know, but you are saying now you don't know.
No,
I'm glad that you.
no, it's not.
I'm glad that you change your position. I'm glad,
So
and
I-
you're
no,
honest
no,
now.
No, no, I'm
Your
not.
honesty.
So,
Your
no,
honesty.
I haven't changed my position. I'm going to explain to you. Like, I might have died in about 3 or 4 times this lifetime. Okay, but I have not dead. I'm still come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore I have, I haven't. So I can't give you, the feeling of if somebody asking
Okay.
that question there. Do I go to
let-
next level or
I
up
don't
or
want.
down?
I don't want to misunderstand you. So, do you know what will happen after death? Plain and simple question.
You're dead, isn't it?
I said, do you know what will happen after death?
Do I care? I'm dead.
No, no, no. That's
Do I-
not. No, no, no.
Yeah, but
No. Initially, my friend. Initially, you said you know.
Yeah, but-
Now you are saying I don't
No,
care.
no.
I don't know and I don't
No,
care.
no.
That's
It's
two
not-
different
no,
things
okay.
here.
It's like, if you die, your body weight, your well, 10 stone, 100 stone right now. Okay, when you die, what you come with you, very small, very light in your body.
No, that's not the question I've
Yeah.
asked.
Where did it go? Do I care? I don't really.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about you do care or not. I ask you, do you know what will happen?
Your body is dead. You're dead, isn't it? You can't function anymore,
Right.
isn't it?
So, I ask you I ask you the same question again. Do you know what will happen afterwards? Or you say you are dead and you don't know? Just say it plainly. I don't know.
What more do you say? I'm dead. I'm
No,
dead,
just
that's
say
it.
I don't know. Be humble and admit I don't know. Be humble and
That's
say
it.
I don't know.
I said, I don't know.
Exactly. Now, this is the
I've
whole
been-
point I was
sorry,
trying to achieve.
I've been
Right. So,
almost killed.
right.
Okay?
Okay, no, no. I'm not going back to backtracking. The point I wanted to establish here. Now you finally agreed that you don't know, meaning someone else is knowing what will happen, but it's not you. As a Muslim, I believe the creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who knows everything. And he tells us what will happen in the grave, what will happen in the day of judgment, who will be rewarded, who will be punished, who will be given mercy, who will be punished. These are all of the things laid out by who? Allah tell us in the Quran and in the Hadith. So, as a Muslim, I invite you to look into Islam. Let me give you a book. Have a read. Look, do not rely on you. You could not stand with your argument in front of me. I'm a man, I'm a human being. How can you stand in front of God on the day of judgment and say, oh, when the guy asked me the question, I said I don't care. Would you have that
Yes.
courage to say that?
I would.
In that case, my friend, I wish you all the best.
Because in my lifetime,
I'll leave the matter between you and God. You know?
it's
I mean,
in my lifetime, right? Okay, I have, and I will not, once I'm decide which path I'm gonna go, I will stick to that path, come high or low. I will live with the consequence of it, whether I get a good or bad. I have to live with it. That's it. I can't change it.
it's your choice.
Yeah,
But then
it's
again,
my
I say,
choice.
I said,
It's my choice, not Aziz's choice. It's my choice. Therefore,
Right.
I will have to live with the consequence of my own action.
and you would happily reject God approved messenger, correct?
It,
If a messenger come to you and prove to you that he is indeed from God's messenger, would you reject him or would you accept him? It's simple.
you want the truth?
Imagine if you are with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
Would,
wasallam.
would you want
Yeah.
you want the truth answer?
Yes.
Right. In my lifetime.
No, I didn't ask this question.
Let
Now
me,
answer the question I
I'm going
asked.
to answer your
Okay,
question,
please.
right? In my lifetime, okay,
Sorry.
the number of people I have met in terms of like faith, where the Christian or other faith, right? I met quite a few, like quite very, they're very knowledgeable of their faith. I have discussed with them. Some of them they can.
Now you're not answering my question.
I'm coming to that, okay?
Yeah.
From what when you chat with them, right? They make it. They talk to you like they sort of come down to the chat they come down to your level and make you understand so easy. But whereas if someone in my peer group, they couldn't do that ability to explain very simple in simple terms, right? Of how that faith or this out, therefore it's like I can't at the moment.
I'm not sure let me remind you the question again. If a messenger come to you and prove you he is indeed from God, at that time, would you reject the messenger and follow your own way? Or would you accept the messenger and reject your way? Shall I repeat the question?
No, I'm going to answer your question now. It's like from my experience, okay, of the things that happened to me that few occasions, right? Now, if you say there's a messenger from where Allah or whatever religion, okay?
Allah is the God. Muhammad is the messenger of God.
It doesn't matter whether Muhammad.
No, it does matter. We need to know who God is and who the messenger is. We don't confuse with them too.
It's not. I'm not confused. It's whether Muhammad, Allah, okay. I'm saying regardless of which one is, okay. Now, my life, I was like on listening, like on death door a few times, and like guess who pulled me out of it? Have a guess. Not God. Have a guess.
You tell me.
It's actually
I do not claim to know everything.
It actually my sibling.
Right. Okay.
They will fight for me. Okay. So if you say my sibling are God there, then if that's from what you're saying, yeah, then
if someone saves someone, does not necessarily make themselves God. You have saved someone. I have saved someone. Many people in my lifetime, right? Okay. So fine. My question is going back to you. If a messenger come to you, any community, and you know that they are indeed from God, hear me out. Would you accept the messenger and reject your way? Or would you reject the messenger and follow your way? I have said the question 3 times. I don't know whether you are understanding my question. Because you are going on tangent, not answering my question.
If you're if you say you're a messenger from God, okay, well,
No, I'm not.
no, no,
I'm saying
no,
if a messenger comes to you,
a messenger, okay, from God, where God or Allah Muhammad, okay, that irrelevant which one is it? Then I'm as a person would like you, that person, when you messenger of God there, okay, to prove to me that you are that have that ability. So if you
great question, great
until
question,
that I see with my
great,
own eye,
great question. You know what? I commend you for that.
if
You know,
until I see
let,
that
let me tell you
happen there,
something. Let me tell
and
you.
there's no way I will accept
Fantastic.
you as
Fantastic.
a messenger of God
Fantastic.
or
You know,
Allah.
I commend you for that. A messenger of God must not be someone who just say, I am a messenger of God, and he doesn't produce any proof. Now, give me a scenario. You imagine yourself in the time of Moses, and he parted the sea. You witness this. Would you accept Moses' message? I'm just putting you right to the scenario. Now, Moses split the sea. You've seen the miracle, and you seen how godly man the Moses is, and you have no doubt to disbelieve him. Now, after seeing these three incidents, would you accept him, reject him, or you follow your own way?
I'll accept, but then I'll still question though.
Okay, fine, no problem.
No, but I accept for that time that I will accept, but then I still afterward I'm still consequent. I'm still subject you to you got prove you
Okay.
what it's like is it is can it be can a man can a human do the same have the same sort of power? If a human can do subject can do the same thing again there, then I would that mean I can disprove you as a God or messenger of God.
Fantastic.
Well, yeah. So therefore, I'm going by the of the of the experience or witness of what I'm then afterward I'm always reassessing where I am
Okay.
with that person and me. So then whether you're
Okay.
a God or messenger of God.
So basically, in a nutshell, let's establish the principle. So you say, if a messenger come to me and prove me they are indeed from God, you will follow them, correct?
To that from that point, but that means I'm always asking.
Let's say you have done your investigation and you come to know he's indeed from the messenger of God.
Yeah, but that means, but I say earlier, I will always revalue where I am, whether in one
So-
month,
so-
one year is I'm going to sell.
No, let's say in your lifetime you met him and the messenger passed away before you. And all of the things he said is correct. Everything said about his character is amazing. He never lied, he never cheated. And he given us miracle which you cannot be disbelieve that his miracle. Now, what would you do with this messenger? Would you accept him? Because messenger passed away. But everything he performed to you, everything he shown to you, in terms of his character, his miracle,
As I said to you earlier,
because you cannot examine anymore. He's gone.
yeah, gone. So it doesn't mean it. Yeah, he's that person gone. Yeah, doesn't
Not
mean
person, this is a messenger.
messenger. Where you messenger of God, okay, that's gone, right? But I'm forever from that moment that I witnessed there till the day that person gone. I will always revaluing you. I'm always testing I will not. I do not believe a person whole lifetime every time. I will always constantly revaluing, reassessing myself and this person. So therefore, whether the messenger of God or God, I got to know where I am.
So you are saying after the messenger of God, if you would go back to your own way, are you saying that? Or
It's not like that. I say I'm reassessing.
okay, what are you reassessing? In order to reassess something, you need to have a new piece of information. Now imagine if someone comes, someone and he said something opposite to the what messenger said, would you reject the messenger and accept the other person?
Then I got you think, I got okay, right? If you like, what color is this? What color is this?
It's I don't know what the color is. It's a unique color anyway.
No, I'm asking you what.
I don't know. No, tell me what is the color.
No, you tell me. I'm asking you.
No, I don't know this color. This is
What?
not a blue or a green.
Right.
I don't know, maybe something in between.
What's your I'm asking you now as a person, okay? What color you think this is, okay? I'm asking what do you think on your own opinion what this color is? Is it blue, red, black, red, white?
Yeah.
What,
So what
color?
to do with my question?
Yeah, ask me. You should tell me what color is this. That's very simple.
Okay, let's say maybe it's blue.
All right, blue, okay.
I said maybe because I don't know.
All right, whether you say maybe or blue, whether it's maybe blue or blue, okay. It's still and it's blue. Color is blue. It's one of color. Got one of so many color. Like blue, black, and red. Okay. But say, how do you know this is blue?
Yeah. So this is, look, what you are mixing up is conflating two things. One, I'm talking about these are a thing that we decide through our sensory abilities, through our reasoning, through our seeing, right? When I'm talking about an external evidence as a messenger of God, and I establish principle, let me finish. Establish principle. If you establish he is indeed a messenger of God, and in his lifetime, you confirm that he is indeed messenger of God. Now, let me give you another layer of further strength. There are also messenger of God came before him, and they also proclaim the same message. Now, they also say the same message as the messenger you have experienced. Now, would you deny the messenger of God's message? Meaning all of the messenger of God's central message is same. Would you deny the messenger of God and follow your own subjective opinion to serve your life? Or would you accept messenger and reject your way?
See,
Look, I'm using very simple.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying in my life, okay, in my lifetime, whether so many years, right? I will. This is the path I want to. This is the destination I want to go to. Whether I get there or not, I will come in a day when I die, whether today to next year or whatever. Okay, then I have to live with the consequence of my own action. If it's not, it's good. So be it.
Look.
If it's bad, tough luck for me.
Okay, fine.
Unlucky for me.
No.
End of story.
No, I think what you are missing out is when the messenger of come, what is the messenger of God's purpose? Is to tell you the purpose of life, what is God pleased with, what is God displeased with, what is the purpose of your own creation. Because look, logically, we know that we didn't create ourselves. Therefore, we do not know our purpose. Yes, if you say, oh, where are you going? I'm going home. That's my purpose for today, or this is the daily routine. But when it comes to the totality of our life, we need to know why we've been created in the first place. Why you all look like that? Why did you born in this family? So all of the existential question cannot be answered through subjective experience, because subjectively we know that we created from nothing, we created from parents, but we do not know why we are created. We can tell how we are created, meaning we have seen, okay, I have gone through the pregnancy with my mother, and then I was in the belly of my mother for 9 months, and then I came out, and then grow up so and so years. These are the process of how. But why? Why am I created in this world for? Am I created for fun? Am I created for play? Am I created for be a champion in boxing? Or, all these question of why, these are called existential question. And these cannot be known through our subjective experiences. And in terms of question of morality, in terms of question about how we live our life, pleasing with God, this cannot be known through our through our subjective mind. That's why I'm saying the whole process of how you driving your life, that the methodology that you are applying is flawed. Because if you apply the rational logic, who created me in first place? The question, I give you 3 options. You create yourself, you created by nothing.
We create for nothing.
Huh?
if you look, whichever way you look at it, it's like whether
So are you saying you come from nothing?
you come nothing, you become nothing anyway. You're born.
Okay.
You're born. You live. You die. That's it.
Okay. So, so you say born. Born means you come into existence.
Yeah, you come as
Okay. Either now the process is either someone who creates self created itself, or someone come from something, or someone non-existent, meaning you don't exist at all. Do you say you don't exist at all? Do you say that? Do you say you exist?
for a very brief period of the time.
Are you existing at the moment?
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking.
mean,
Okay, fine.
but if you look at the timeline, okay, if you look at the timeline of from when go way back, many billions of years ago, okay,
Uh-huh.
right? When how's the universe become to existence?
Mhm.
How long ago was that?
Right. Okay.
How long ago? Tell me.
Okay. So if you ask me the question, I would tell you a few things for you. Depend what you wanna take. If you ask me, science, modern science that give understanding of that the universe created 13.8 billion years ago, right?
Right.
Okay. My question, it could be maybe 15, it could be 16, nobody knows. But we never time travel back to see what and counted the years to know that what exactly when this universe is created. But the universe is created, that's for sure we believe it. It could be 15 billion years ago or it could be 100 billion years ago, but it was created. So that means if something has been created, that means it was something non-existent, right? And something cannot create itself. You never seen in our reality, in the world, you cannot find a single thing which create itself. It must be someone else created.
If you say
Give me an example.
If you say what is it, 1 billion, 15 or 13
Or 100 billion years ago, let's say.
Okay, there is a definition. There's a timeline. There's a
The universe created, yeah.
There's a amount on there, yeah.
Mhm.
Where it could be 1 billion, or 15 billion, or a million. It doesn't matter, okay. But compared to a human, how long does a human live in a lifetime?
No, I think you are digressing the question, my friend. No. You are digressing the question.
No, I'm coming to
No,
that.
you know.
I'm not.
No, I'm because my friend, it's important for a discussion. Look, it's important for a
1 billion.
It's-
Okay, if you live, let's say you live 100 years or even 1,000 years, right? Let's say you live for 1 year, 100 years, or 1,000 years in a human lifetime. Okay, compare that to a billion. Look at
okay.
Look at the ratio.
Let's say in the beginning. So you believe universe is created, correct? So-
From beginning, there's a big bang. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay, fine. Do you believe that Big Bang and everything?
Well, it's going to start somewhere, isn't it?
Okay, fine. Did the Big Bang created itself, or somebody created the Big Bang?
that is something that I'm not intelligent enough to to say because
Okay. No, I'll tell you why. You don't need to that intelligent. You need basic thing. I'll tell you why. Any event or any sort of incident or anything happen, it must have a cause. Do you know what is cause? Cause means the reason or someone who initiated the process. When we're talking about Big Bang, actually talking about a process, right? In your understanding that this is the process, this explosion happened and blah, blah, blah. I am questioning that process itself. Are you saying that process happened by itself? Or are you saying that someone is behind that process?
I don't know.
Now, if you say I do not look,
Issue like
no.
Whether
No,
you,
I tell you, I tell you, you cannot use I don't know in a rational point of view. Do you know why? Because in your lifetime experience, you know that everything requires a cause. But when comes to universe, then you say, nah, I'm not going to apply this model that I believed in all my life. And that's called double standard. That's double standard with.
There are things.
I don't mean to,
There are things that
offend you,
human,
but that's double standard.
There are things that human normally don't have that sort of, don't have that intelligence or concept.
No, that's
or
That's simple reasoning.
No.
Now,
Yeah.
if you
Faith
believe
is-
in all of your life
faith is
that
one of them.
everything requires a cause,
Faith.
when comes to Big Bang, why you believe this happened by itself without having a processor
Because
behind it?
I'm a scientist in the first place.
Okay.
That's it. In that, on that sort of reasoning there.
Okay, what
But
level of scientific study have you done?
I'm, we've been taught in science. That's what, okay, you've been proved. Okay, so therefore I'm gonna go back. Okay, right. If human exists now, okay, how does planet form? This and that there. So you go back. Okay, go as far back as possible from the point of origin where it started. So, but this I say timeline.
So the question.
1 billion, 15 billion, or 100 billion a year.
So-
there's a timeline for it. So, this
The question
now,
itself.
2024 now, with this is the year now, but it's like this is like this is the Gregorian calendar. If you intro like Buddhist or other faith, right? This is not the year 2024. It's year a lot bigger than that, right?
I think you, my friend, you are digressing from the position. So you mentioned yourself as a scientist, right? What level of studies of science are you in? Geologist or what? Because science, you must be done some degrees, right?
Science, in science you got to think.
So that you can enlighten me. That's why I'm asking.
You got to prove. Okay. Like,
No, I'm asking a simple question.
If you say like, this is how things. Okay, like if you boil water, let's say you say boil water, yeah. Water is liquid in normal temperature. It's like now. Liquid.
I'm asking a question, my friend. Remind you, you mentioned yourself. You are a scientist by yourself.
You got
Which field you are? Because scientists can be in geology, biology.
It could be physics, it could be chemistry. It could be biology. That's all science, isn't it? Yeah.
No, but tell me which field you have, so I can give you the argument from that field.
Science, isn't it?
Okay, with the science has got category. That could be scientist, astrophysicist. That scientist can be in
There's a lot of things.
a lot of different
Yeah.
fields. Which field you have you studied, and that you find the convincing that okay, the Big Bang actually a process without a processor.
If you're a science, right, you got to prove things. Okay, like let's say water. Okay, like you're not like
But you haven't answered my question.
let me, like,
You haven't answered my question. I've asked you if you say you're a scientist. I'm sure you know your field. You have studied it. If you ask me, what do you study? I don't hesitate to say, oh look, I have studied this.
I study life.
Okay. So are you saying you define yourself as a scientist? You label yourself as a scientist, or do you have an academic qualification to say you are a scientist?
We all science in some way or another. Whether
Okay. So I understand
Everyone-
that
every
you
one of us, yeah.
self-define yourself as a scientist, right?
in terms of
Okay,
I
fine.
got
So-
I to prove things. So
Yeah.
therefore, whether the right way, wrong way. This is how.
Look, I don't want to judge anyone personally. What I would say, my friend, the point of we have discussed today, some of the existential question I talked about, and I actually given you some of the understanding you don't have from a rational and logical point of view, and how absurd the idea of defining self-guidance. You maybe reflect on that message, and I think that discussion is already long. Let's end it up here.
Tasha is like
Yeah.
once when I as I grow up, when my father passed away, I said I have to I got no choice. I have all the rest of my life is all on me. I was a teenager then. Okay, so therefore, whatever I do from that moment onward is I have to live with the consequence or the reward of it of the old action of the things I say and done in the last. So therefore, I will live with it.
Look, I do not know your past. I do not know your personal life. But
You don't
your
want to know.
no, I mean, look, your position of defining your life and guidance and existential question all come from your subjective experience of world experiences. And I'm saying, as a Muslim, let me finish in 1 minute. Yeah, give you the clear message of Islam. Allah created us, every human being. Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth. Whether you accept or reject, that's up to you. He sent guidance through messengers, and the messenger proved themselves through miracles, and the human testified that they are indeed messenger of God, and they exemplified through their character, and they comes with books and the totality of the guidance, and whoever follows them follows God, whoever reject them reject God. So the messengers came in and said, do not follow your desire, do not follow your what your forefathers say, do not follow the society and the friends and living, but follow the message from the messenger, hear me out, who are the most trusted people on the planet. It does not necessarily mean that, now look at Islam, the biggest practiced religion in the planet, nearly 2 billion people, 1.8 to 2 billion people. I said most practiced religion in the planet. Why? Because why people coming to Islam? Why so many people embracing Islam? Why? What is the reason? Is it because Islam gives money? No. Is it Islam give you fame? No. Because it makes sense. Because the man we follow is called Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Peace and blessing be upon him. He is the greatest man who lived on the planet, who showed miracle, who was a living example. If you read his biography, if you read his all the things he has done, then you will know whether to accept him or reject him. My question to anyone is, before knowing someone, you cannot reject someone. That's a big question.
Right.
That's why I would encourage you, my brother, investigate, is Muhammad, peace be upon him, a messenger of God or not? If he is the messenger of God,
Right.
message is clear.
Not,
And if you think, if you let's say you investigate and you find no, he's not messenger of God, you can follow your own way.
right. Thank you. So now you
That's-
say now let's say you follow my own way. So therefore, if I whether I investigate or read about it, end of the day, who's making decision, me or the Muslim faith there. It makes a decision for me.
Is whether you research it or not.
Yeah,
It-
but
look,
who makes who makes the decision at end of the day? Whether I read and investigate, who makes the decision at end of the day?
it's you.
Thank you.
Right.
Right. So if
Why?
it's my decision, isn't it?
Do you know why? Because
That,
God given you that limited free will so that he can test you on the day of judgment. If you say everything willed by God, right, everything, and he control everything, that means you don't have any test. The fact of the matter is that you can choose yourself whether to follow him or not, research him or not. That shows God has given you some limited amount of free will, and that because of this you will be tested.
I've been tested so many.
No, I said you will be tested.
Yeah.
But look, there are tests can come in a different form.
Yeah.
Look,
I've been tested so many times. This
hear,
last
hear,
time
hear me out.
already.
I have heard. There are many things in our life. Test can come in a many different form. And the reason why we are talking is not a consequence, not a coincidence. There must be a reason. We believe there is something. There is nothing called coincident. Everything has been. There is a plan. We are part of the plan, but we do not formulate the plan.
We're not intelligent enough. That's put away. That's the way to
No.
That's
We
the
are
way,
let's not say intelligent. I'll
No.
tell you why. There is a fundamental flaw in it.
it's not funny.
We are limited in capacity. Let's understand this.
Human race at the moment, okay, in this 21st century.
Let's not go back to tangent.
No.
Let's not go back to tangent. Let's go back to the center.
It-
You have given that free will, whether to research or not. I made myself clear, the message clear, that whenever God's messenger come to their own community, all throughout the Quran, you will say, they go to the community and they tell, look, I am a messenger of God, and then prove themselves that he is indeed from God, yet, and then he used rationality, miracle, proof and evidences repeatedly, constantly, so that the community can believe him. And that's an expectation from God that God should send us a messenger so that we can believe in everyday life, from morning to night, we believe in testimony, meaning we believe in our boss, we believe in our parents. They said, oh, go there, buy there. So we listen the testimony, we accept it. The same way God, this is how human we work day to day life. Same way God sent a human messenger so that they can be relatable to us. So if a human messenger can do certain things, we cannot make an excuse, oh, I can't do that. Because a human can do that, I can do that. So we'll have no excuse. So on that note, my friend, it's a long conversation. Look after yourself.
No, you say okay. Now, end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Whether okay, I research, read about okay.
Yeah.
Who have to live with the consequence?
Like I said, it's up to you.
Now, well, who's got to end of the day?
It's your choice.
Yeah, come end of my life, okay? Who have to live with the consequence? Me or
You.
thank you.
Yeah, that's what I've already, you already confirmed me. I've said many times. And Islam, this is the verse always mentioned in the many times in the Quran. Allah said, لا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى وما كنا معذبين حتى نبعث رسولا. No soul will bear the accountability of another soul. And Allah will not punish a nation or someone unless He send a messenger. Meaning a messenger means someone who explain the religion, explain the purpose of life, explain what do I need to do. All of the things explanation is made by someone, and then this is understood by the other person. The recipient understood the message, and knowing the consequences, and after knowing the consequences, he still follow his desire. Allah said the suffering awaits for him. But if someone mend his way, follow the messenger, obey the messenger, Allah said, jannatin na'im. You will be in the paradise, and you will be live therein for forever. Khalidina fiha abada. You will be live therein for forever, and you will enjoy. You will have painless life.
I don't want painless life.
Anyway, my friend, I think we talked enough.
Yeah,
It's
but
been all day because I need to drink some water.
It should end of the day because like I have in my life, this life, okay. I will live with of all the action, the word, and everything I say and done in my life. Whether I'm,
My friend, you don't have to be accountable to me.
I know, but I don't.
Look. I have conveyed my message. If you wanted to follow your whatever way, but I sincerely ask God that may God guide you to Islam. But if you say no, oh, I don't want to follow the objective message, but rather I'm going to stick to my subjective experience and subjective way of thinking, that is completely up to you. And you made it yourself clear. Who bear the consequence? You. So who am I? My duty is to convey, not to convince. I'm here not to convince you. I'm here to convey. So all the best, my friend. Look after yourself.